Night Elf Mirror with Mr. Remo Demo. Is there anything better?
Yeah, looking forward to this one. Night Elf Mirror. It's had, I feel like 2 different camps as of late. There's the die-hard, try-hard, Demon Hunter, Bear, Dryad kind of players, and there's the more experimental, more innovative, Huntress, Podem kind of players. I would definitely chalk these 2 up to Demon Hunter with Bears, both of them. So this could be, yeah, a lot of Bears, a lot of Demon Hunters, if all goes according to plan. And so far it does.
Man, for Spiral, I never know. We have a Demon Hunter opening, but you know, Spiral sometimes not really going with the meta, really just what floats his boat. He's a player who just wants to have fun, you know? And we'll see if that is Bears. I wouldn't mind. Night of Mirror, one of my favorite Mirror matches. Even though some people don't agree with me for whatever reason.
Yeah, you know, has its intricacies. I certainly prefer seeing the Podem style. It seems a bit more, what's the word?
Forces are under attack.
Unpredictable, I guess. And wild. I think wild is the word. Despite the fact that bears tend to be quite wild as well. But until we get to bears, it's going to be creeping first. Try to stack up that Demon Hunter if you can. And normally you want to try to get ready for the late game as best as you can. Especially in Asia, we see pretty much always Demon Hunter accompanied with Naga nowadays. The Keeper has really taken a back seat. But in Europe, it might be still a little bit more old school with some more Keeper play focused on the late game, perhaps.
I wouldn't be too surprised to see some mass range tier 2 aggression, also from Spiral. I would rather put Please in the Bear territory than Spiral. We had some wild games with Spiral and Sonic last time in fall, where, yeah, bears were involved, but also lots and lots and lots of archers, so maybe we get some of that. The last game between them, by the way, was a DreamHack qualifier match 1 year ago, where it was still best of 5 in the end, and Spiral took that 3-2 Shattered Please's initial DreamHack dreams in, I think it was fall or winter. Maybe Please can get some revenge here 1 year later.
You certainly got the right items to make that happen. Circlet and Heal Pot are amazing. Honestly, in this Demon Hunter versus Demon Hunter early game, the difference that 500 HP can make is crazy. I have seen games won by a big heal potion. In mirror matches especially, it can be a gigantic difference maker. If he goes into the middle, buys claws, he's going to be so favored in any kind of trade here. However, the slippers are also nice for Spiral. One of mana stealing, a little bit less so. We go towards the shop. Another circlet could also be on the menu. You're going to be banking a lot on this Demon Hunter, so investing in him with items makes sense.
Yeah, this is something I want to say Sonic innovated, right? It felt a little wild at first, but a lot of players are following his lead.
Yeah, Sonic especially is the guy who goes double circlet. On maps like AZ, he would go to like both shops, first to the opponent, then to his own, get both circlets. Not going to be an option here with only one shop. But look at Spiral, creeping very fast. Going to get the natural here with a nice little lightning shield. Ring of Regen for him is also great.
Yeah, this saves so much moon juice as you regenerate the entire time and not only during night. So how many archers do we got on both sides? I think Spiral, he's at 4. Is he stopping production? Looks like it. On Please's side, we get to number 6. Interesting. But both are going for Hunter's Hall, so should be bears.
Despite the strong demand on inventory, this early game for Please is looking a little bit troublesome. He's behind in experience already, and he knows if he falls back, Spiral can just creep the green and get level 3. And the fast level 3 is a huge advantage. But the boots also are. Trying to force a TP out of Spiral here is Please. But in comes the reveal, quick to do this from the lab. The Demon Hunter runs away, he's level 3. Can he make it to the shop for the boots? Is this a possibility? Wiz coming in, trying to block, counter block. In the end, it will have to be a TP here, thanks to those boots.
It's nighttime. Can you somehow get out of range, maybe?
A player's forces are under attack.
In the middle, we get a Naga for Please and a Naga for Spiral as well. So will a hero fall here? Lots of multitasking required at the moment. Spiral has that TP in the middle. These Nagas leave each other alone. Very, very rare to see that both are going for the second hero and none of them dies.
Yeah, with the Demon Hunter so far away, I guess there's not too much to fear. Not too much right click, not too much mana born. Please gonna have to catch up with creeping here. His inventory is looking good, but the level's lacking behind. Mr. Shadow Fury needs that level 3 ASAP. Gets ring +4. That's honestly not the worst item. He is going to be tanking for a lot of the time, although slot space is very valuable. We're also going to need Orbs of Venom, we're going to need Invulns, and we're going to need Heal Scrolls as well at some point if we do go bears on both sides, which we certainly are.
Slow start into the tournament for both. Maybe they want to get into the rhythm of the game. We got a Wand of the Wind, which can be nice if one of them skips Dryads. And yeah, we have the typical bear play. Basically a gentleman's agreement between them. But Spiral is already making his way over to the shop. Is that a sign for a Zeppelin?
Would be a little too early at the moment.
Ooh, did he deny?
Will become available at daytime. Oh, did he deny that one?
Looked like it, but I'm not sure.
We get Claws +9 here, which is also very nice. Zeppelin definitely a big consideration later, but first normally you want to get up to Orb and Bears as quickly as you can, 50 supply, and then later a Doom Drop could be a possibility, especially considering when one player doesn't have a TP, then this becomes a lethal danger.
Creepspot in the middle, goes to Please, but he's also been lifted up. How good is this surround? Not too easy, but okay. It's not going for the surround. The archers for that, too squishy. Rather forces the fight, and now we got the situation that we expect at the beginning of Tier 2, where both Nagas are in danger. Second one of the Wind used as well, but not leading to any kills, and not even in real danger, because there is still the potion you mentioned before.
Yeah, Spiral committing so hard to this Demon Hunter, it makes me feel like he didn't look at the inventory. One archer went down. He's lucky if he gets away with only one archer loss. And seems like he will. Okay, nice recovery here by Spiral. This could have easily been way more expensive than this. So in the end, it was a good move by him. Losing one archer for the big healing potion, easily worth it. But there was a bit of luck involved there as well. That could have gone way worse.
And of course, no, I don't want to steal this away from you. The boots on the Demon Hunter, Remo. Do I have a comment about boots on a Demon Hunter?
I love them. They're really awesome. In fact, especially in Asia, I keep coming back to this because this is oftentimes the way that the leading Night Elves will show the way into the future. We've been seeing a lot of boots on both Demon Hunters looking for some archer kills in the early game. Because these archers, they don't look like that much, but in the first 50 supply fight, having that bonus damage from the backline, which normally is left untouched for a while, especially if Roar is applied, can make a big difference. At the moment, it's however 3 archers on both sides, so very even there. And please, running across the map, looking blindly for a Creepjack at the red, that was a very daring read, which didn't pay off in the end.
Well, he saw the Engine of War, so it's definitely a plan for later. And now we fight without Master Bear form. Spiral, this could be quite something for you. There's, of course, Rejuve. There is Roar applied, but one bear almost going down. Dodges all the arrows, though, and forces the town portal. Good response by Spiral. Fight was forced in a moment where he really didn't want to fight. But now, he got Orb, he got Tier 3 done, Bears have their Master Form, and the TP for Please is gone, so I think the German just took the lead here.
That was a really weird attack by Please. He just runs across the entirety of the map, hoping to find the opponent at the creep camp, doesn't find him, and then takes the fight when he knows that the opposing Bear reinforcements are much, much faster. That was very strange. Cost him a TP, I guess, not much more. He's trying to creep Jack again at the red, but now he's too late. Spiral already got the big item. Hood of Cunning is alright. It's not amazing as the Demon Hunters exchange blows, and both are in trouble here, and both don't have a TP anymore.
Gotta be careful. Plus 22 Demon Hunter. Maybe Please didn't look at the inventory as well, because that brother here is packing a punch. Gloves, claws, slippers, hood. That's a lot of damage, and I don't know if Please can take a fight soon. He's at 46. Naga not level 3. Demon Hunter super low. His damage not overwhelming, I'd say.
This was another weird move by Please. He goes in for the Creepjack. He had one bear at that point. when he was moving in at 1 bear against 3 bears of the opponent. Also, 1 attack upgrade already on Spiral. He's getting more experience, 4-3 levels now. Spiral has a big lead now.
2 levels in the mirror. And 1 bear advantage as well. Blocks it here. There's no TP anymore, but the stab means, of course, the rest of the army is not gonna get away. And the body blocks by Spiral again. Really, really good. Just as Craft before in game 1. Gets a kill basically for free. Sacrifices an archer. But this is another clause of attack, man. The damage on these heroes. I think this is too much for Please already.
Yeah, this is a huge lead. Please has given up a little bit too much along a few steps of the way. 2 more reinforcing bears coming for Spiral. There is absolutely no way for the Russian to win this fight. But the thing is, he doesn't have a TP anymore, so he can't get out either. Perhaps DreamHack in trouble. Will save himself just barely. Naga looking for more kills with a slow there on the bear. Staff is, however, ready. This bear will be saved. Spiral, how bloodthirsty is he? He could try to follow into the opponent's base, but that is one easy way to give up an advantage.
With Moonworlds, for sure. Nighttime now. How's the Moonju situation? Dire! Everything's dry here, but of course there's potion still. Gets 1 archer, Staff on cooldown. And yeah, this is a 14 supply lead. I don't really know if we can do something. We see it in the bear fights. There's Reju on one side, there's dead bears on the other. And staffs are still ready, so everything that's getting hurt for Spiral can just be staffed out and new bears are coming in. This is 4 rejuvenations arriving. And there's absolutely no chance for Please.
Yeah, there's no drives on either side, so no dispel against this rejuve. GG, well played. Spiral takes the 1-0.
And that wasn't even that close, if you ask me. Maybe the nerfs again for Please?
Yeah, Spiral's showing up well prepared, though, I gotta say. Like, it's always hard to tell, but right? Because on one hand, you have Spiral playing really well and he's winning almost like one-sidedly. So is it him just completely outplaying Please, or is it Please perhaps making more mistakes than usual and not playing as well? Maybe a bit of both. You know, like maybe we need to just chalk it down to that, simply put. And very impressed with Spiral because, you know, he's facing a Please who in Europe is very respected as far as, you know, being a very good night elf, even in Mir. And he definitely did really well himself here in that game number 1.
I agree. Remo's clanmate. Was there some practice, some coaching going on prior to the games?
You know, I'm afraid in Night Mirror, I can't help too much. But it looked solid. It looked good. This is what Spiral has been known to play like as Night Elf for the most part, just straight up down the middle and just execute well. That looked quite convincing. And I have felt like in a while that Night Elf comes down a lot to movement. Where do you park your heroes? Where do you apply pressure? Where do you look for some kills? Where do you look to get ahead? And the movement, I think, for Please was way off in that first game. It started at the very beginning with a Demon Hunter and 2 archers. He runs across the map, trying to creep jack, lands nowhere. In the mid game, he tries to creep jack again, lands nowhere, has to TP. After that, he runs back to the same position, tries to creep jack again, lands nowhere. This is, in many regards, a game of efficiency. What you're going for has to work out in some way or another. You can't just walk around hoping for something and then end up achieving nothing. You're gonna fall behind quickly, and that was his downfall here. It wasn't like micro or strategy or, I don't know, unit composition. It was just simply movement and efficiency in my eyes. And is that nerves? I don't know, but it seems not too well thought out, I want to say.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive, if you ask me. Spiral, of course, switched to Night Elf not too long ago. And on the other side, Please is playing this race for like 11 years, 12 years at this point. He might be new to DreamHack, but he's playing for a long time already. And yet, the German took over and won that first one convincingly. And that first one was Please's map.
Yeah, Spiral has made a very convincing transition into Night Elf here, especially before a guy that initially, I think he was a human player and Orc. Later went a lot more into Orc, even played a little bit of Undead in the Meisterschaft and, you know, collected some wins that I still remember.
Yeah, the one game on Twisted, right? Remember that too?
Well, I remember every single one of them. Yeah, it wasn't just Twisted, Neo, but thank you. Yeah, and ever since he switched to Night Elf, very quickly he was very high rank in Grandmaster, which I feel like nowadays means much more than in the early seasons of WC Champions because you have all the top Koreans and Chinese players playing. Currently, Spiral, like this, I think it's season 8 right now, ends tomorrow at 2 p.m. Spiral's currently ranked 12, Grandmaster, like with all the big names in there. So he's definitely playing amazing.
Yeah, he's grinding hard, that's for sure. I keep track on that ladder, of course. The snapshot, as you said, is gonna happen soon. And there is like Kraft and Spiral both. They're putting in a lot of effort for this one. We put some effort in to bring you game 2. It is Raptor Gaming Spiral versus Global Clans, please. Let's go, Remo Rimmel. Where's this game going here on Tidehunters?
Could honestly be more of the same. This is, after all, the standard. The Demon Hunter strategy, very popular with the Bears. Especially on this map, we've been seeing quite a bit of bottom archer pushes. I've also seen it fail a whole bunch, though. Popular on this map and also on Last Refuge. But I would put my money on the blind man, from whom we still don't quite know if he can see with demon magic or not.
Oh, wasn't that? Oh, some lore nerds explained that, right? Like the eyes are made of pure magic, so he can see.
Ah,
or maybe it's like a bat.
You know, I would like that as well. Just sprinkle some magic into my eyes and I don't need glasses anymore. That would be pretty cool. But look at that, dude. Spiral flips the script. He's not going with the demon. He goes for the keeper. And that on paper looks very daunting because, of course, Mana Burn going to make his life hard. This might be, but doesn't have to be,
A player's forces are under
a read that there's going to be a Potom happening on the other side. Keeper ends up being pretty decent against Potom. Against Demon Hunter, especially when Demon gets level 3. It's not going to be easy.
Yeah, please said here in the lobby that he doesn't have the best conditions at the moment, also leading into this game. So, what's the easiest to play when the conditions aren't the greatest? Potom and Hunts. And maybe he's speculating that this is happening, but please says, I'm not switching up my play. I'm sticking with the demon, sticking with what didn't work on game 1. But now Mana Burns against the keeper, that's usually a hard counter.
are under attack.
Yeah, this game, from the look of things, is starting off absolutely wonderful for Please. He has the good hero matchup, and he's getting great items so far. Circlet against Ring on the other side. It couldn't really be any better. I wonder how Spiral wants to play this now. Of course, he found out about it against the Demon Hunter. You can try to tech against the Demon. The Keeper, of course, is going to have a tough time, but he can go double ranged hero. With Keeper plus Naga, and then between Entangle and Cold Arrow, it can be really hard for the Demon Hunter to reach, especially if he doesn't have boots. Which he will, however, likely go for, I would assume. Spiral with a good creep pulls out the camp, creeps it easily, no slow, no heal. And that could end up in a fast expansion here for the journey.
But he's teching, he's producing more archers. Don't think so. Would expose him to bears when he himself doesn't have bears. I'm not too sure. I know that I like mass range a lot on this map. There are quite a few chokes where bears could get stuck. Maybe we see that here. First Entangle has to keep the keeper out of Mana Burn range, and so far that's working quite well.
Taking a look at the shop, a dust would be a pretty good idea. There it is. Level 3 is a very big deal here on both sides. Normally the Demon Hunter has a pretty good time on this map, creeping up to 3 between the Ancient of War camps and the many smaller camps sprinkled across the middle. You should be able to get level 3 fairly reliably, but at the moment he's still missing a bit for that. Cloak of Shadows can be actually pretty good for the Keeper to hide away from the Mana Burn.
I agree. That would be some next level plays for Spiral. Maybe he thinks of this. One of my new favorite quotes in the WarCraft scene from the Great Wall. You can turn every hero into a damage dealer as long as there's an orb on him, and that might be the late game role for this Keeper of the Grove, and the Claws will support him in that. And the Mantle as well.
I'm really curious what the second hero choice here for Spiral is going to be. I have seen from Lawlight, Keeper first, Naga second, into Bears, and then just have double DPS from the backline with a couple of Entangles here and there. And this keeper's looking pretty good. +8 damage. Level 3 now. But so is the Demon Hunter. He's got the boots. He's got a lot of stat improving items, which is exactly what the Demon Hunter wants. And it's time to go towards the tavern. And the fact that Spiral isn't contesting the tavern makes it look like he wants to go for a Demon Hunter second, maybe.
Yeah, he's also a little far behind in tech. So maybe he will pull the Wisp here and knows that his opponent is a little further ahead. Who also has 6 archers. But it's got distraction here. Uses the mana as long as it's not burned. This either gives him a wisp or a little bit of mana burn or both. It's good distraction for sure.
3 wisps go down. It slows down the tier 3, right? So the bears might be coming at a bit of a later time. Spiral is going for the Demon Hunter second. All right.
Forces are under attack.
But we have a big flood of archers coming across the map. Blaze is trying to apply some pressure here with the Naga and the archers. One Engine of War trying to slow the approach, but, well, that one's not going to be standing for long.
Not really, no. Switches it now, goes for his own Naga, but the archers will welcome her with open arms. Entangle on her, a couple of more damage in, and we do have the fight in the middle. But yeah, that Demon Hunter will play a big role in the fight, and please, I think has the upper hand here. Naga! Mana burn, kill just inches away from the saving Moonwell, but it's just Demon Hunter dominance.
Yeah, this is a classic kind of Demon Hunter game. This is the reason why we saw him for years always being played. You get him to 3, you give him some boots, and then the tier 2 pressure potential for him is so extremely high. And Spiral, not perfectly ready for this. I think he needed to kill off some more archers perhaps first with a level 2 Entangle. Didn't quite manage to, and Spiral is in a huge amount of trouble here. This might be game already.
He's trying to go for the Naga, and that does work. Gets a hero kill here. Maybe a little too late that retreat, and Spiral trapped the Demon Hunter as well, didn't he? Invisible archers, a little moon-esque, but there's no damage. And that is a cancelled lore. That is another hurt lore. But alright, rebuilds it here. This could have been worse. This could have been way worse.
Spiral trying to get in range for the next archer. Oh, he's got the dust. That is 2 more archer kills. Wait a minute. Nice comeback here by Spiral with the hero kill and the 3 archers, or was it even 4 going down? And you know, a lot of that comes down to the cloak. This Cloak of Shadows has been amazing this game.
I keep on mentioning it. In the right situation, the cloak is superb, even though it doesn't give any stats. But it's still this one threat of a Demon Hunter that puts Spiral in his place, as well as the progressing tier 3 tech. But look at the tech, Grimo. That's like half a tech ahead for Spiral.
Yeah, that's a huge timing advantage.
A player's
Doesn't
forces
necessarily
are
mean
under
that he's going to have a huge timing advantage as well for a fight, because he might want to have 50 supply first. Wild movement here by Spiral, running across the map, goes for a heal scroll, and is expecting the creeping to be happening there on the high ground. And he's right in expecting this. The Naga in trouble right away again, trying to target the Dryad at the first instance. And the Naga might be going down. The right clicks from the Demon Hunter are still very respectable.
I praised the body blocks of Spiral in game 1, and now he kinda used his own weapon against him. The archers kept the Naga stuck, and yeah, no entangle, no more treants. Creeps are getting involved as well. If they throw a bolt, this might be the end of the Demon Hunter. But Naga getting some kills. Dryad almost saved. Saved, calculated, all good. And this is a wild pendulum swinging game.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun one. We keep on going back and forth. One more archer's gonna fall. Of course, we're gonna replace this all with Dryads and Bears in the end. The Demon Hunter at this point is still very powerful. Once he's met with a lot of Bears on the other side, then he's gonna face a bigger challenge. And that time is soon approaching. We have more Bears coming out. Tier 3 is finished. Master Training is finished as well.
Exactly. Spiral, super broke, but same goes for Please, who has yet to buy the orb. You don't want to fight against an orb if you don't have yours. And of course, you don't want to fight against bears if you don't have your bears and limited dispel. But Riju is running. It's
under attack.
cool back and forth between them.
Wait. Limited what? What was that? What was that?
What?
Limited what? What did you say?
Limited dispel.
Come again? I feel like I didn't understand the pronunciation.
Dispel.
Oh.
Yeah?
Peaceful.
Yeah. Useful. There we go.
See,
That's what I want to hear. You know, Todd, he understands me.
Okay. You can make your podcast Dispel group.
The keeper. Oh.
Whoopsie.
Oh, that was a close one, dude. He was down to 40 HP. Gotta be careful with these gnolls. They have... Wait, what is that weapon called? They have a little stick and chain and a ball hanging from it. What is that?
I don't know. Morningstar, maybe?
Don't they have to have spikes, though?
I'm not a Morningstar expert, to be honest. Whether a morning, not a star, not a Morningstar expert.
Someone in chat will know. Please educate us. It must have a big history culturally with the gnolls, because they all carry this weapon. So, deep part of the gnoll tradition. One camp is still left of those. Please, pushing forward into the enemy base. Spiral here with 4 bears. He's got a bit more mana to use. I like the whiz that he's bringing in. Having some detonates against enemy roar and rejuve is big. And the Demon Hunter being so low HP has to fall back or wait for new bears. Where are they? The bears with a double rejuve. We have come to learn how good they are despite what Starshaped initially said.
Whoever asked for more mana? This won't change anything. Love
50 mana, how does that matter?
it. Well, turns out it's pretty good.
And it's been a fairly wild game here, but once again, we seem to be in an even state. Hero levels are slightly favoring Mr. Please, but not by much. Next heal scroll goes to Spiral, and they are a rare commodity, of course, on this map with only one shop. That being said, though, we have one remaining. And the West now coming in for the Deados. They have been kept alive for the surround here to be close on the Demon Hunter. Nicely done, but of course you can fight out pretty easily. Entangle on the first hero. Dispel against it. He's fine, running away, waiting for the rejuve. But it seems like Please is always on the back foot here these last couple of minutes.
And that's impressive, given that this is a Keeper versus Demon Hunter matchup, man. I can't believe it. Spiral seems to be in great shape, but Please with some good rejuves here, saving some units. There's Adept Bears fighting. A little too much rejuve, maybe.
He's got one more. Wants to pop it and then go into Master Form. May have used it on the wrong bear. One might be going down. Nice heal scroll by Spiral. That one healed up a lot. Dryad's very important here to dispel some of that rejuve. Level 4 on the Keeper. And then Entangle. Can't be dispelled. No mana at the moment for the Abolish. Oh, that's a big one. Catches that bear. Got off one rejuve at least, but it's a slight supply lead for the German. He might be chewing through here. 4 bears still in the fight for him.
Ooh, can this bear reach? No, was slowed by the Dryad. But yeah, 3 bears down. Please in problems. 44 supply, and look at the HP. There's basically nothing left. And Spiral looking good. Getting shop control again, if he wants to. He smashed that fight. And chat is indeed educating us, Mr. Remo Demo. It's called a flail.
Ah, of course. How could I forget?
A Morningstar.
Diablo 3. I should have known.
See. A Morningstar has no chain, apparently.
Player's forces are
Wait, what?
A Morningstar has no chain.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I heard you. On an audio level, but isn't it always depicted with a chain?
Maybe it's on a stick. I don't know. I'm not an expert in Morningstars. I'm not an expert in mornings, not in stars, and also not in Morningstars.
For tomorrow's broadcast, we need to get a medieval weaponry expert.
You know what?
I think that's warranted.
I mean, you're not casting the Americas region, right? How about you do a little presentation for us with PowerPoint and tell us everything about the medieval weapons?
You mean like during the broadcast later?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be a great way to get ready for the last duel, by the way.
That is true. I'm going, by the way, next week, Poggies. So
is that a yes or a no?
I mean, how am I supposed to do a presentation in like an hour?
No. For tomorrow.
Ah, for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
No.
He's so lazy, unbelievable. I imagine you at school saying that to the teacher. That's your homework. No. I won't do that.
Yeah. Sometimes it was hard for him to talk to me because I was there so rarely. Spiral pushing forward. What's his Barrier upgrade saying? 0-0 still only. We have 1-0 on Please, and in we go. Demon Hunter taking a whole chunk of damage. He's pretty tanky, but is he tanky enough? The spell against the Entangle. Oh, we can't save him! Didn't have a staff, and that is the game. GG call 2-0 for Spiral.
Yikes! Pretty one-sided series. I expected a little more